Feliz. Ja. Warum bedeuten sie mir so viel?
Lilly was married when she met Feliz. It wasn't supposed to turn into anything, but it did. And in that time, two women being together already meant trouble. What Lilly didn't realize was that being close to Feliz came with another kind of risk.
Feliz. Tu mir bitte nicht weh.
The movie Aimee and Jaguar is set in 1943 Berlin at the height of a world at war. Bombs fell across the city, streets were empty, and fear was everywhere. But amidst all the chaos and war, two women managed to find each other, Lilly and Feliz. Before Feliz, this was Lilly's life. She was married with 4 children, carrying most of the responsibility on her own. Her husband was often absent, at war, leaving her buried in housework and exhaustion. She did what was expected of her. She tried to be a good wife, a good mother, but she wasn't happy.
Vor 10 Minuten habe ich hier aufgeräumt. Ja, also runter vom Sofa, raus mit dir. Jetzt, Eberhard, zieh dir die Schuhe an.
She looked for escape where she could, in attention, in brief relationships with men. But none of it gave her what she was missing. No matter what she tried, the emptiness stayed. Feliz first saw Lilly at a social gathering, a place filled with music, conversation, and people trying to forget the war for a moment. She stood out immediately. Feliz noticed her before she even knew why. There was nothing appropriate about the feeling, and that was the problem. Lilly was married, and Feliz was a woman, and yet the attraction was instant.
Hier, wo ist denn Felice, verdammt nochmal? Sofort.
Haben Sie was bemerkt?
Feliz wasn't just another woman. She was Jewish, something that could have meant death if she was ever discovered at that time. She lived in Berlin under a false name, moving through the city while war raged all around. By day, she worked at a newspaper connected to the Nazi regime, a dangerous place for someone like her, but it gave her cover.
Sie haben mich immer gefragt, woher Sie stammen. Hier sind Sie ganz sicher.
By night, she kept company with a small circle of friends on the edges of society, people who defied expectations and lived boldly despite the danger.
Könnten wir Ihre Papiere sehen?
Was tun Sie? Was tun Sie?
Every day required caution. Every decision carried risk. But the moment she met Lilly, something shifted. Feliz wasn't careful anymore, not with her feelings. After that night at the theater, she began writing letters. She signed them with a name Lilly didn't recognize, Jaguar. The letters were direct, emotional, and fearless. They spoke about longing, desire, and a connection that felt impossible to ignore. Lilly didn't know who Jaguar was at that moment. She only knew that whoever was writing to her made her feel alive.
Also sowas habe ich ja, das hat mir ja noch nie einer. Ich meine, wir hatten noch gar keine, aber wer könnte das denn sein?
And then, one day, Lilly met her again by chance. They crossed paths through mutual friends, casual, unremarkable on the surface. Feliz blended in easily. She had learned how to do that. Lilly didn't know why she was drawn to her. There was something about Feliz, the way she spoke, the way she listened, that lingered. It wasn't attraction at first, it was curiosity. Neither of them knew it yet, but they were already moving towards something that couldn't remain hidden forever. One evening, Lilly hosted a small gathering. Friends filled the room, voices overlapped, music played softly in the background. Feliz was there too, just another guest. At some point, the noise faded. They found themselves talking.
Ihr Leben ist schön, Feliz. Sie sind frei.
Feliz listened in a way that felt unsettling. Too attentive, too present. She stood closer than necessary, close enough for Lilly to notice and not step away. Lilly should have pulled back. She didn't. For the first time, she let herself stay. That night changed the rules. What had lived safely in glances and letters now existed between them, undeniable. And once it was there, neither of them could pretend it wasn't.
Liebst du mich? Sehr.
A relationship like theirs was already dangerous. Two women in a city built on rules, suspicion, and silence. What Lilly didn't know was that the danger ran deeper. Feliz was Jewish, and loving her meant stepping into a world Lilly didn't yet understand.
Ich bin Jüdin, Lilly. Was bist du?
But for a while, it worked. They were happy together. Feliz was there in ways Lilly's husband never was. She paid attention. She showed up. She stayed. Feliz became part of Lilly's daily life. She spent time in the house. She helped with the children. The kids liked her. They trusted her. They loved her. And for a short time, they acted like nothing else mattered, like the world outside didn't apply to them. But it did. Then one day, everything collapsed. Lilly's husband returned unexpectedly. He found them together. The truth was suddenly in the open. In that moment, Lilly was forced to choose.
Aber das, was sie da oben in der Wohnung gesehen hat, das ist...
Günther, ich hab dich nie geliebt.
For once, she didn't hesitate. She chose Feliz. She told her husband she wanted a divorce, not because of Feliz, but because she had been unhappy long before Feliz ever entered her life. And even though their relationship felt forbidden, they found acceptance in unexpected places. Friends, neighbors, even family, people they hadn't expected, offered support.
Der Mann ein Nazi, die Geliebte eine Jüdin, lesbisch.
For the first time, Lilly and Feliz felt a little safer. Honestly, the ending of this movie absolutely took me out. A lot of things happen that you don't expect, especially once Feliz's identity can no longer stay hidden. The fact that she was Jewish changes everything. The danger becomes real, and it happens fast. The movie is called Aimee and Jaguar. It's one of those older films you really shouldn't miss. If you've never seen it, I honestly recommend watching the full movie. And if you enjoyed this recap, like the video and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next video.